rock yet, so.
I think that's a great idea.
I think we should go in the new order. I didn't want to say it like that, but.
No, yeah, I felt. It's
How does it feel? Sorry.
My name is Jack and I play guitar in Maygemini.
I'm Mason and I play the drums in a little band called Maygemini.
Hi, I'm Chris. I play bass. You have to say in Maygemini, is that fine?
I was looking to form a band. Like, I just knew that, like, I was in a new town and I knew that, like, playing in a band is just something I've always done, so I was like, I gotta start a band.
I met Jack at work. I sold him a pair of shoes for the job he had at the time. And he complimented my shirt, I complimented his, they're both band shirts. And he's like, dude, I just moved here to Richmond for the music scene. You know, we just started talking and I was like, I'm not in a band, but I want to be in one.
I asked if he played drums because I was looking for a drummer, and he did. Like, I asked if he played anything. I was like, you play an instrument? And he was like, yeah, drums, and I needed a drummer, so it felt correct.
Now, I found out that Maygemini is a bass player through my friend Corey. He wanted to audition, but ended up not being able to, and I just, like, on a whim, wanted to audition to play bass in a band. And then it turned out like we all had similar tastes, and it all gelled together really well. Now, okay, so my first impressions of the band when it came to the audition, I don't know, I was stoned. I don't remember. I think I thought Jack was stoned. Jack was pretty quiet. I thought they were both pretty quiet. I was honestly kind of skeptical because I'm decently older than the boys. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like we all gel together really well, and I'm really happy to be along and with this band.
I have been playing the drums since maybe like in middle school. Nothing really drew it to me aside from it was available. My brother got a little tiny like junior kit and he never played it, but I did. So I wasn't like, I didn't listen to like John Bonham and go, wow, I want to be just like him. It was in our house and I just picked it up.
I've been playing guitar since probably like 7 years. My parents got me a guitar when I was like, what, in like first grade or whatever, and I just like didn't play it because they're like, play your guitar, and it just wasn't for me at the time, but then I got bored and picked it up again.
I've been playing bass for probably over 10 years. Bass is what I'm good at, but I've dabbled, you know.
Maygemini is very much its own thing. What makes it different is playing with Mason and Chris. I really feel like what any band that I've played in before, what really distinguishes them from each other is the sounds and the talents that the people I'm working with bring and just offer, period.
We definitely are considered, at least between the three of us, noise rock. I think there's so much different influence from all of us. Like Jack, our guitarist, is more of like a shoegaze fan, so he comes from that. Me and Chris come from the more like proper noise rock, like post-punk sound of like Unwound or like Big Black. And even me, I listen to a lot of screamo, emo, so a lot of those 90s screamo bands I like, and I take what I like from them and apply it to my band, our band.
In the past, I played in all sorts of bands. I played in some punk bands. I played in like a trio with drums and piano. And I guess they're like high school and early college. I was playing like stoner rock, like doom metal, yeah, like Fu Manchu, like Black Sabbath. It's like 90s classic rock revival.
What's inspired my style? is that I really don't want people to know how shit I am at playing guitar. And so everything else I do is just trying to hide that I really don't know what I'm doing. So I just turn it up really loud. Yeah, just as loud as hell, but if it's just loud as hell, most people will just like hear that and they'll get really tired of it. So trying to find the balance between something that's really loud but also is like objectively pleasing to the ear. A usual practice session for us would be like, you know, it takes a couple minutes just to wire everything up. It does. So usually we'll catch up, talk about any gigs or anything that we got coming up. But then really as soon as we can, we're trying to get instruments on and making noise. Mason's always like kicking or hitting as soon as we get here.
So when we have a show coming up week and a half before, we're doing nothing but we're running our set 4 or 5 times. You know, there's not much jamming. We run it twice, we have a little break, we run it more, and that's the night. But I think something I have learned after a conversation with Chris, I brought this up, is as music students, something they tell you is when you have like a performance or whatever, the worst thing you can do is over practice.
So Imperial Lounge was our first show in Richmond. I thought it went well. I think we had a hard time hearing ourselves. We rehearsed a lot, which I feel really good about. And I feel like, you know, every band plays shows where you can't hear yourselves. We pulled through and it went really well. I mean, there's always room for improvement. I try to think pretty critically about things, and that was something that we discussed as a band. And I think, I mean, we just keep doing what we're doing, and I think we're improving more and more every day.
Oh yes, the show at Imperial Lounge, one for the ages, let's say. There were some hiccups, you know, some bigger than others, but other than that, outside of things we can't control, the only thing I think I can and we can take away is learning our limits when it comes to practicing and the standards we set for ourselves.
I mean, things go wrong. That's what is so much fun. What's so much fun about a live show is that things go wrong, and that's the worst part, is that when things go wrong, like sometimes I'll get in my head and I'll be like, oh, like I missed that note. And then if you like let it unravel, literally like the entire set can feel like shit. But if you just play the next note right, and you're like, I played that next, you just gotta play the notes. The hardest part is playing the fucking notes right. Right before you play the first song, and you have no idea if it's gonna be like, holy shit, we're about to, like, people are gonna shit their pants, or, you know, or just a dud. Sometimes it's a dud.
Yeah, there's always things that you can't really prepare for in band practice, but I really believe in being like tight as a band, like being good and functional as a unit. And just the more time that you spend together as a band, like outside of practice and in practice, the tighter you get. And that's really important when you play shows where you end up not being able to hear yourselves very well.
We definitely overdid things. I think practicing for like 4 hours and running a set 5-6 times can get in your head of, oh, we're great, you know, like, oh, we've nailed it. But the moment you're up in front of people, it's an entirely different game, you know, and you have to learn to take that into account when it's afterwards and you're all standing outside, you know, and talking about what happened.
Oh my god, yeah. So over time as a band, we've actually gotten worse. It's embarrassing. No, from our first show, no, we're just getting our shit together. We really are. Every show we play, we just figure each other out a little bit more, and that's the best part, is that you just play these shows and they're like these objectives to like work towards, or like, you know, you're like, oh, we're working, or like we're jamming and we have to play this show. And it's so easy to like look forward to the show that like you miss that you're like actually getting better all the time.
Surprise interview. Uh-oh. How are you feeling about your show tomorrow? You excited?
I am so hyped. I'm so excited. I have a band concert as well, so I'm just going to be musicking it up tomorrow.
Jack! Surprise interview.
Oh shit, wait, what? Is the video?
How are you feeling about your show tomorrow?
Look, yeah, I'm hyped for it. It's gonna be a good one. We're playing with Her New Knife, and then some local bands, Day Fiction and Kitty Corner. It's gonna be, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
How you feeling about your show tomorrow?
I'm pretty good about it.
How do you think it's gonna go?
I know I got pretty good.
This thing go pretty good?
Yeah, I got.
Fair enough.
I'm curious to see how we translate from like a house show to like a venue like Gallery Fuzz, because I thought we crushed a house show, but a stage is different, I guess.
Three of each. We did 3 of the set, 3 of that song.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I really think, like, I really have been practicing it.
Yeah.
I'm just exhausted right now.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah, better go get rested up.
Rest it up.
For real.
Fresh body, fresh mind, or something like that. I don't fucking know. I think for me it went like on a scale of like 1 to 10, like an 8. You know, there were some mishaps, some technical issues, but we pulled through, we persevered, like Guts would have wanted.
I think the show went great. I think it was fantastic.
I mean, we played with Herman. The show went well. The PA system stopped working like, what, a song or 2 in?
It was so loud out of both sides. I was like, the guy was yelling, like the sound guy came up and yelled at us. And I was like, oh, he's telling us to turn down. And then Jack started playing. And then he looked really annoyed, and then Chris like went up, and then I heard something, it's all off, breaker. And I was like, oh, well, I'm no sound guy, but I'm sure that's not good.
No, I didn't even notice because like I didn't have anything go through the stage monitor really. So I didn't even notice.
No one wants to hear me sing anyway, so like really, like it's totally chill. It was a great time.
Vibes were better. I felt better as a person, you know.
I think we killed it at the house show. On stage, maybe there's like things to polish up on, but it's still rock. Yeah, like if we want to take it to the next level of like playing at clubs and rocking a club like we rock a house show, I think there's some more work to do.
Yeah, it was just the same songs we've been playing. We're playing them next weekend too. We're feeling like, you know, really gotta tighten up on my end, but it was fun, and that's what matters. So it was a really good time.
Virginia April's been awesome. We played so much, and I never thought being in a band that I'd be playing 5 shows in 1 month. Thought I'd be big. Like I remember when we started, we were like, let's try to set it as like 1 a month. And then we kept getting all these things for April. And I was like, okay, 5 a month it is. Let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what? Step up for sure. Always the sound system. But that was fucking awesome.
Brother, as Fountains of Wayne said, it's a bright future in sales, but like just in music. Yeah. You know.
Can't wait to record these songs. I can't wait to have shit that we can hold. You know, it's gonna be cool to make something more than just like frequencies.